In this analysis, again, we find when there's a major explosion of a space shuttle, an orb appears just before that. So I actually managed to film that in one other episode, and it was censored on all 3 copies of NASA Van 2, the 1986 explosion, and 3 rays emerged on the other side. So that's why this is now interesting for me. Here's one video where an orb appears right there. You'll see it as I circle it, and there's the shuttle there. Now, as we play this is at 13 seconds. It will switch on again. So it gets out. There it is again. You saw it right there. So that's the peculiar things about these orbs. They're there, and then obviously they light up again and disappear. So we'll try to actually freeze that when it appears. There it is. So that happens about 22 seconds. There it is. You saw it very quick right there again. It seems to follow the space shuttle. Now I'll actually show you from which recording this is. So there it is there. It's the Space Shuttle Columbia disaster - eyewitness video. And this is a very good one because it shows this the best. You can see it in one other one as well. So just enlarge again, and rather than bore you, I'll freeze it right when that one appears there. So you'll see it again. There it is there. So I'm trying to freeze that. So I'll just go back and I'll just pause this for a moment. Okay, I just managed to pause it. It's right there. Now I'll try to activate the screen zoom function as well, where I can actually zoom in on this. So I'll pause it again. Now at 22 seconds, I'll try to zoom in using this Zoom It from Microsoft. So I'll just press CTRL1. That brings it in there. And then we just go there. There it is there. So you see it right there. We zoom in again. It's a bit blurred there. So it's very obvious here, but it switches on and off. So let's enlarge the screen again. And there it is again. Right there again, it appears, 23 seconds. So again, we'll use this function, CTRL1. There it is. And we'll see if we can get it again appearing. So it appears 2 or 3 times now. Keep your eyes on it. It's a very good zoom, so the person who's filming it. Now I think I saw something up there. Let's go back. They happen very quickly. They just appear and disappear in a split second. And obviously that's when it disintegrates. We didn't see any rays fired or anything like that. So let's go back. The first appearance is so that's a very unusual orb as well when he's filming it. So obviously that's the one he zooms in on. Maybe that's just the way it appears. And then that's when I noticed the first orb right there. That was your first orb appearing right there, very close to it as he zooms in. So let's see if we can catch that. There it is. That's your first indication of something happening right there. So I'll just use CTR. It's very, very small. You'll see it on the screen. Very small. So let's continue. See what we get happening. There it is again. It flies very close. Look at it there. Look how I just zoomed in. See if we can get a bit closer there. So zoom it function. There it is. Exit. That was very close. So we'll just take it back a second. That's when it appears at 13 seconds. We'll take it very... There it is. You'll see it come close. Look at that. Let's go back. There it is. It flies right close to it. There it is there. That's fantastic. That is just hard to believe. And then it disappears. So it looks as though it... Let's look at the structure of that. Anything's happened. There it is again. So it switches on again. It's still there, unless it's a second one. So obviously that has to be the space shuttle because it keeps focusing on that as it disintegrates. Something happens there. You'll see the rays emerge. That's very important. Okay, CTRL1. Wow. Look at that. Something has happened right at that moment. Okay. Again, it changes. So let's go back in and zoom it. Something is happening there as well. I don't think it's just a camera aberration. Let's go out. So that red behind it, I think that's the first indication of something happening. There is again the orb right there. That's the one at 23 seconds. So we won't zoom in, we've seen it before. We'll just keep an eye on how that changes. Something's happening. Obviously, you wouldn't get an orb. That's where it starts to split up. I see something there. I assume it's a bird. I don't know why it's got that white there, so let's have a look. Yeah, okay, so that was just a reflection. Something's happening right there. Let's zoom in. See how it's starting to splay? Right there. There's a right angle, so obviously things are happening there. Let's go again. Okay, something's fallen off right there. Something has fallen off right there, so there it is again. Then we just keep continuing and watch it appear again. So I hope step by step we see how this happens and appears. So basically he realizes he's found it, he zooms in. We just saw a little bit of it there. There it is there. So it just gets close, zooms in. There it is again, a little appearance of it. I think that's it. It isn't anything to do with the camera, I think. Obviously it's like a ball of light that appears, and here it's a very rough shape. There it is. See, it's a very rough shape. There it is there, it zooms in. That's probably the most important part of the film, where it zooms in. I'll just do it step by step. This is very important. You just see it appear out of nowhere. There it is. And then disappear straight away. There it is again. I don't think it's an accidental camera glitch. There it is there. There. Disappears. There it is again. And then we got like sudden rays coming off it, like it was blasted. You'll see the rays come off. I don't think that's part of the re-entry. There it is there. Oh, that's a perfect image. That's excellent. Look at that. Something definitely has happened there. I don't think it's just part of the re-entry where it goes from where it enters the atmosphere, and obviously there's a sudden burst of heat. It happens very slowly, so that's very important that there. It looks like something very serious has happened to it at that timing. So that's 16 seconds. There it is there. We got a little bit of it coming back up there. We'll try to catch it. There it is there. Right there, it's appearing again. So it seems to be followed always. There it is there. I'll enlarge it. There it is there. You just get a little right in the center of the screen now. Now this happens exactly 10 seconds before the Challenger explosion. The space shuttle UFO removed. That's my article there, and you'll see how 1 second has been removed from all 3 copies on YouTube when a UFO orb appears exactly like this one and 3 rays emerge from the other side. I'll just see if I can freeze that. So that's my copy there. So this is a spot right here. You'll see the orb appears and 3 rays emerge on that side. This is in my documentary. So the orb, you'll see it just to the right, and then those 3 rays appear on the left. So we'll just go step by step on that one.
Hacked that 1 second out and shortened it. So this is obviously very important. After this documentary, I've had many orbs over my to that. So that's
there it is there, and then just as
yet the original viewers
appears, there it is there.
Numbers of viewers on these other 2 YouTube
and that happens 10
copies of NASA Land 2 have not been altered.
3 rays on that
so
side.
someone has gone in
and
hacked that 1 second out and shortened it. So this is obviously very important.
This is one other one on YouTube where we've got those orbs appearing, but I'm not sure if they're actually objects that have come off, and then it doesn't explain why they would switch on and off in light intensity. So it's called rare Space Shuttle Columbia explosion footage. So let's just enlarge it and watch that effect that I'm trying to say is unusual. The way that comes down is unusual, but obviously that could be part of the Space Shuttle disintegrating. Let's just see how it behaves. See that orb I'm telling you about right there? It just doesn't make sense why would you switch on and off if it's part of the debris. Watch it. It's off now. It's not there. There it is again. That shouldn't be just part of the space shuttle coming off. If it is, it's illuminated and it's on fire or heat, so it shouldn't just come on and off. See how it disappears? Then one more appears there. There's like 2 or 3. There it is again. Again. They're these mysterious orbs that I'm trying to work out. So obviously that's part of the space shuttle falling off there behind it. That makes sense. But the original orbs, which were very bright coloured, appearing and disappearing, there it is there. So there it is falling apart, but at the start, something strange happens. That there, I'm not sure. Obviously, that could be part of it disintegrating. Nothing special is happening. It still comes off it. This is what's interesting, that part right there. So I'll zoom in. That's it. It doesn't seem to belong there as a natural part of the space shuttle falling off. See how it disappears? It's not there anymore. Now, as we zoom in again, there it is again, right there. I'll just circle it. Then it gets very intense. So let's just zoom in. It's very intense there again, and there's a halo around it. There it is again, still there. Disappears totally. That shouldn't disappear when it's that bright. There it is again, appears again, and disappears again. Again, and disappears. So there's too many of these orb-like objects. Okay, that's all for this episode.